What is up, everybody? Mr. Slipcover Bullet Blake here. I am doing a Trash 10 countdown for you all today. These are the worst titles that I watched from my Vinegar Syndrome subscription over the year. I did watch most of the titles. There are some that aren't in here, but I think they'll fare better. You know, it's time management. But these ones were not great. They were not good. They were not even subpar. Some of these movies are just atrocious. So, with that said, I'm going to keep this one hopefully quicker than my top 10, because why would I spend more time on the Trash 10? I don't know, but we're just going to blitz right through these, starting with number 10, which is, shocking to some I'm sure, Murder Rock. This movie I had high expectations for, but it was not good. I know the packaging looks stellar, looks great, but it was not good. I did not find a whole lot of entertainment factor from this movie, despite the great, cover art and the rigid box. The selling points are all there. It sounds like a good title, but it was not. So that is number 10. Moving right along to number 9. It's White Cannibal Queen. This movie was also just not very good. I did not like it. I did not care for it at all. It's just boring, honestly. And it's one of those jungle movies where everyone looks like they're in costume. Nothing looks natural about it at all. So that is my number 9. Moving on to number 8. It's a shocking title for some, probably, but it is Jan Gary. This movie, they hyped it up. They pitched it out like a whole big thing. Everyone was like, oh, wow, yeah, okay, whatever. I did not care that they released this. I did not ask for this. I did not want this. I can appreciate that the practical effects are cool, but it is just not a great movie. It's not that fun. Even poking fun at it isn't that fun. But great packaging. I don't know why mine won't come out. It's stuck in there. I don't know. Yeah, this one, not great. All right, moving on to number 7. Devil Fetus and Her Vengeance. Now, these movies are probably better than a lot on this title. I don't want to say better. They're just not my thing. Category 3 is not my forte, I would say. And these hit those Category 3 marks in stride. I was not a fan of this. This one sucked. On to number 6. We got this piece of dog shit, The Terranauts. This movie was so utterly disappointing. I can't even begin to talk about how upset I was at how unthrilling this was. It was one I was more excited for, I want to say. I had never seen it, but it looked really cool. It looked dated, sure, but it was just a slog fest. It was not good at all. If you didn't buy this, lucky you. I got it as a subscription, but I would not recommend that to anyone. It was not good. And now we have made it to my top 5, or should I say Trash 5. These are the worst releases I watched this past year from Vinegar Syndrome. Not one of them is over 1.5 stars for me. Yeah, so here we go. Number 5, Jade. And I should have liked this movie. I know I had watched it before, and I feel like I was a bigger fan the first time I watched it, but upon revisiting it, it was not good. It was just so damn slow. Linda Fiorentino does not save this movie. She should, but she doesn't. It's so close, but it's not quite there. I love Linda Fiorentino. I love her. Beyond the Law is one of my favorite movies of all time. I love Dogma. This movie is dog shit. Yeah, I can't steer people away from this one enough. I don't know if I noticed this, but I have like a staple or something at the top of mine. Side rant, not going to get off key, but that is my number 5. And moving on to number 4, Devil Doll and Curse of the Voodoo. Both these movies sucked ass for me. They sucked ass, all right? I couldn't get into them. I just really could not even give a shit about anything going on in these movies. Steer clear of Devil Doll and Curse of the Voodoo, unless that's what you're into, and they're black and white, so that is a little bit, I mean, I like some black and white movies, but these ones, they did not work for me. They did not work for me at all. All right, on to my number 3 pick for 2025, and that is The Possession of Joel Delaney. Boring as shit. This movie sucks ass. It is ass, trash, garbage to the umpteenth degree. Not good. This was like the beginning of the year title, I think. It was awful. It was the worst movie of that month. It just sucked. Okay? So if you're thinking about buying this because you haven't seen it and blind buying, don't fucking do that. Don't fucking do that. You do not want this movie. Trust me. Okay. On to number 2. The second worst release of the year, which I know is going to surprise some people. I know it is because of who I am and what kind of movies I like, particularly the genres of film I like. So this one's going to be a little bit of a shock to some of you. But it is Charlie One Eye. Fuck, man, this one is bad. Ugh, I had to stop and pick up and stop and pick up and stop and pick up this movie because it was so agonizingly, painfully, abysmally bad. It's just not a good movie. And I thought for sure this was going to be one of the best titles of the year. I thought when they announced this, I'd never seen it. When they had announced this, I was like, oh, that's going to be one of my favorite picks of the year. That's definitely going to be in my top 10. No, the fuck it's not. It is the absolute second worst movie of the year. It was awful. Unsatisfying, too. Like, the ending, if you're not mad enough at how bad it is, the ending's gonna fucking set you off, and then you're just gonna hate every second you spent watching it. Because I sure as fuck did. Terrible. Terrible fucking movie. Okay. Now, I'm gonna do some dishonorable mentions for this Trash 10 list because I did honorable mentions for my top 10. So I figured it's only fair to bring some spotlight on some of the shit slogs that just missed out on my list. And we will start with Let's Scare Jessica to Death. Boring. Honestly, this pile of movies right next to me is just boring or shitty or I don't care or not intriguing enough to make me even give a shit, and this one falls into that category, but it is slightly better than Murder Rock, so it did not land on the list. Okay, my second dishonorable mention is Bloodstained Italy. This was, honestly, I don't think I watched the third movie, but the first 2 movies I watched on here, which were Death Falls Lightly, and I think I watched The Bloodstained Lawn, so maybe Obscene Desire would keep this safe, but that's another reason why I didn't put it firmly in my Trash 10, because I hadn't finished them all, but those 2 movies were bleh, 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 bleh. I did not care for any of them. I don't really have the intention to watch this one anytime in the near or distant future. So unless someone tells me in the in the comments below that it's totally worth watching, I'm just going to hold off on that for the rest of my life. Yeah. And the last dishonorable mention, it goes to the Nick Millard Action Collection, which I tried to blitz through some of these before I did this list just because I wasn't sure if it was going to land on the list or not. But it's not quite bad enough. I mean, just the sheer offering of movies in here makes it a little better than some of them. Packaging looks great. The book, I love the gun, very Dirty Harry style. I like that. I like the VSAs. It's just unfortunate that the movies were so subpar. And again, I didn't watch all of them. I watched 357 Magnum, One Armed Warrior, Street Race. Maybe not Street Race. Maybe it was Alcatraz Breakout. I don't know. I tried blitzing through all of them, but I just couldn't do it. I couldn't bring myself to watch them. It's time spent that I just could spend watching better movies than this. All right. And now for the trashiest of my Trash 10 videos. I don't think it's going to be a surprise, especially if you purchase this in experienced buyer's remorse, because I sure as fuck did. This is the worst thing Vinegar Syndrome has ever put out in its entire existence as a company. This was just god-awful, horrendous. I can't believe they hyped this up so bad to make us think that we were going to get something that was worth watching, because this was painfully bad. I mean, it's the worst title. It's the worst. This might be the worst thing in my entire collection. And I have some pretty shitty movies in my collection. But this takes the cake for awful. Awful. A for awful. F for failure. B for bullshit. C for crap. D for dumb. Just terrible. Fucking hated it. This movie should not have been bought. Should not have been peddled to us. It's bad. The short films and the fucking I'm not gonna rant about it, because I don't even want to tell what's in it, just because some people might still want to see it, and I don't want to spoil it for you, but it's not going to be satisfying reveal for yourself. It is awful, terrible. I wish I could go back and unwatch it and forget its existence. But that is all I have for today. So if you like this Trash 10 video, give me a thumbs up. You can give the thumbs up to all these, or thumbs down to all these movies, but give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And until next time, have a good day.